しいと思ってしまう
Okay, hello guys, welcome back for the gameplay of Hiro no Kakera 4, Shirahane no Ori, or Scarlet Fate, Fragments of the Past. I'm Geowiz18, yay! It's been a while since the last time we played this game. I have been busy with my thesis and such, but now that I have more free time, I can continue playing this game. Okay, let's continue. If I remember correctly, this is where we left off. Yeah, I don't really remember because my laptop has been going through a lot of fixing and reinstalling in the past few months. So the save file are all gone, and I literally using skip to get to where I was before. So okay, let us continue. Left by myself at the Shinitsu temple, I became lost in my own thoughts. Despite having a million other things I need to think about, my mind turns to that awful battle last night. It wasn't just simple revenge for the young girl who lost her mother. From the moment I saw that girl crying by her mother's side, I couldn't control myself. It's just as Kuso said. I was only trying to forget my own frustration. I was only trying to run away from my own sins. I clenched my fists for a moment. I've got to stop. I kept thinking over and over about the events that happened. How useful is that? Maybe I should try to take my mind off of things for a while. I wonder what I should do. I don't think any of these options has something to do with Gentoka, so let's go see what we're to. The corpses of the shadows are still lying there. While several soldiers look on, Furutsugu stands in between the corpses doing something. Just as before, a black mist rises from the wounds in the corpses. Their bodies seem to have grown words hold little truth. Yeah, I feel like yeah, he's such a smooth talker. Maybe this is the way men act toward women when in the capital. I'm a little confused as to how to react, but not knowing court customs, I redirect the conversation towards the investigation. How's the investigation going? I hope you're able to get something of use out of it.
そうだね。実に興味深いよ、これは。
He states this with a straight face as he looks at the corpses on the ground next to us. The shadows are leaking out a black mist and slowly withering away. Are they really dead? I ask this, considering the possibility that they may not be dead at all.
先ほど空祖殿が語っていた通り、これらには霊魂が宿っていた痕跡がない。生きていた形跡がないんだから、死んだという表現は正しいとは言えないな。壊れたという言葉が一番正しそうだ。
Broken like things? Well, I mean, they're not even alive to begin with, so yeah.
そしてこの2つの影は文字通りに壊れているよ。
So like this things that Shiki fought in the last episode, like they are not even alive. So like we can't really say that after we defeated them that they are died. I think like Kurotsugu said that the best way to describe it is that they are broken.
何にせよ、ここまで異質だと気配を探る術の応用もなかなか大変だ。
Is it so hard?
鬼の情報は都のためにもなる。都には本当にたくさんの人々がいるんだ。僕は彼らを救いたい。
Oh, what a manly man. Despite his beautiful appearance, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he looks very beautiful.
このムクロは鬼についての知識の宝庫だ。時間はかかると思うけど、必ずやり遂げよう。
Yeah, by the way, I think I'm going to play this until the last guy appeared. Like, I think I'm spoiling it, but yeah, there's another guy, the last one. I'm going to play until we meet him, so that we can just take this slowly, like getting to know all of these characters. Encouraged by his words, I nod my head.
そういえば、昨夜君と出会ったのもこの場所だったね。
Yes, it was here. Yuki was fighting this void, and if you guys remember, he stopped her when she like letting out her frustration and her rage, her feelings by stabbing those monsters. Like, I feel so bad for her. Like, she went through a lot, and she kept a lot of things to herself. Yeah.
凄まじい刀の腕だった。あれほどの使い手は都にもそういないだろうね。
You flatter me. I swear this sprite is so adorable. I mean, I really appreciate the fans who translate this otome game, and they are not only translating, but they're also added sprite for Shiki, and even draw the sprite of Shiki's mother and the young Shiki themselves, and put them in this PC port. And wow, the amount of work that they are doing, I appreciate it a lot, especially because I really love this game, and I was hoping that the fan translation is out. More people are willing to play it. Please play it too.
君も照れることがあるんだね。容姿の美しさより刀の腕を褒められて照れるというのも不思議な気がするけど。
Really? You flatter me. I mean, oh my god. I think I said this before. Like, well, Gentoka is my number one here. Like Kurotsugu and the next guy that we're going to meet come close in second. Not knowing how to respond, I just bow my head to him and leave the scene. Yeah, she got shy. It's so cute. As soon as the evening rolls around, Kurotsugu calls us for a meeting at Shinetsu Temple. He reports to us that the body of the shadows have finally disappeared. and that he's been able to find a way to sense their movements. Nice! That was quick.
おお、人間にしてはやるではないか。
Yeah, I mean, he only needs, what, half a day?
後で空祖殿にもお教えしよう。神である君なら簡単に使えるようになるはずだ。
Is that a sarcasm?
それとあの影たちの正体だけど、どうやら鬼の手勢と見て間違いなさそうだ。
Like yourself.
奴らの体となっていた黒いもやを調べたところ、都で僕が感じた大きな力とその性質が酷似していた。
Okay, so from here we learn that they are part of the demon that we saw on the last episode, like that big thing. I don't think it was shown in the. I don't think it was shown in the in the scene, but Doman was, I think that was his name. I forgot. Doman was commenting about it, and this black things that Shiki fights, they came from that demon.
出現時期の件も合わせて考えれば、まず間違いないだろうね。
やはりか。
It's coming this way, isn't it? So they are the demon's frontline troops. Then their target must be the sword. Yeah, because I think it was explained. So let us retract back to the previous chapter. So the sword that they are protecting is literally like the abdomen. I forgot, like the part of body of a god. Ameno Minakanushi, I think. And at first it was just an ordinary sword, if I remember correctly, but they are tainted with the malice and all the bad stuff coming from the world, like because the sword, like holding all of the bad stuff inside of them, it became tainted and becomes dangerous. And that is why Princess Tamayori, I think they are the descendant of the sea god, the descendant of Princess Tamayori Bime no Mikoto. They become the Miko, the priestess that has the duty to keep the sword sealed. But in order to do that, they have to sacrifice or giving their souls bit by bit to that sword. Yeah, it's such a sad fact that Shiki has to run through. That is why I really feel bad for her. I want her to be happy. The sword must not be taken away from me. Yeah, I mean, I understand that it caused the end of the world, but I really wish that Shiki could have lived more freely. It looks as though the confrontation is unavoidable. I take a deep breath and look up again. Then, can you use your magic to find out where they are as soon as possible? I ask this while leaning toward him, but he just shakes his head.
すでに実は使ってみた。まだ広範囲に使えるわけではないけどね。
He looks at all of us and then fixes his gaze on me.
はっきりとはわからないが、数十はいる。どうやら一様に気風に迫っているようだ。
Oh my gosh. Dozens?
数十。どんな相手だろうと、100もいないなら防ぎきれる。返り討ちにしてやる。
Hey, wait, but there are dozens and we are only like several people here.
民をいたずらに怯えさせたくはない。この地で迎え撃つという策は避けられるなら避けたいところだ。
True. I agree with Tomonori. If we fight here, there's the potential for villagers to get hurt.
ならば、先に撃って出るしかないだろう。
Gentoka, I miss you so much. Oh my gosh, his voice actor is the same as if anyone watched Naruto, like he's the one that voiced Minato, Naruto's Naruto's father, Gentoka, who has only been listening until now, speaks
敵
up.
の位置が分かっているなら、こちらから出向くこともできる。
Well, that's true. But with our numbers, a surprise attack? He nods his head affirmatively.
ならば、玉より姫も連れて行くべきだな。
To become a bait, you mean? I mean, I have this love and hate relationship towards Kuso. I mean, I get where he is coming from, but sometimes like he is too blunt.
いきなり何をバカな。
空祖殿、それはさすがに。
Tomonori backs up Akifusa.
バカは貴様たちだ。あの連中が本当に剣を狙っているのだとすれば、これで終わるわけはない。遠からず、鬼とも対峙することになる。なら
Get
ば、
that.
その鬼の軍勢ともいえる影の集団程度、その目で確かめておくべきだろう。
いや、しかし。
Calm down, both of you. I'll go.
姫、どうかお考え直しを。戦いになるのですよ。身
You
に
know,
危険が及びます。
you know, I like Tomonori too. Like, he's so level-headed and he's so calm and his voice, like, it's like, his voice is so refreshing to hear. I don't know how to describe it, but I like hearing him speaking. No, it's as Kuso said. Since this enemy is large enough to warrant a declaration from the imperial court, this surely won't be the end. If I die out there against them, then I certainly have no chance against the demon. More than anything else, if I'm not able to go out there and fight, then I have nowhere to call myself the leader of this village. Quietly, both Akifusa and
そ
Tomonori
れほど
know.
のお覚悟というのなら、俺も止めません。姫様の命は俺が守ります。
It's not just you, she has a lot of people that is ready to protect her.
お心がそうまで固まっているなら、私も反対はしませんが。
Yeah, please understand her decision. Thank you both.
案ずるな。お前のことは私が守る。
I can't, he's so handsome. Oh my gosh, Gentoka. But Gentoka, you're still hurt. Besides, you have no reason to go out there and fight for us.
傷のことなら心配しなくていい。昨日一日だけでもだいぶ治った。
That was fast.
そして、私が戦う理由だが、それにも確かなものがある。
That is?
お前が戦おうとしている。私が戦うには十分すぎる理由だ。
Oh my gosh. Like, yeah, that's definitely love at first sight. Gentoka.
では決まりかな。気風の人々と僕で明日の夕刻にはここを出発し、影たちを叩く。
Okay. Tomorrow? That doesn't give us a lot of time.
時期としては割と危ないところだったんだよ。放っておけば影たちは明日の夜には気風の地に入っていたはずだから。
So it's like now or never kind of situation. This is bad. If dozens of those things get inside Kifu, they could do a lot of damage. I get goosebumps just imagining it. Understood. We leave tomorrow evening. Everyone nods at me. The plan is set. We begin our attack tomorrow night. Wow. 잠깐만요. I have that night. I'm in bed, but I can't sleep. Whether it's because I'm feeling anxious over tomorrow's fight, or I can't stop thinking about last night, I can't tell. My hands tremble, but it's not because of the cold. Why are they shaking now? I'm not afraid of death. The seal may momentarily be in danger, but even if I die, Tomonori will surely be able to find another person to take my place as Princess Tamayori. The sword will continue to be protected. So, why is it that I can't stop shaking? Maybe I'm afraid of the battle. No, that can't be. I have no right to be afraid of that. When I close my eyes, memories of my childhood start to come back to me. The darkness, the humidity in the air,
愛してるわ好き
my mother's voice. I opened my eyes. It was just a memory, but the palms of my hands are wet. I let out a big sigh and decided to head outside. Despite the gruesome events of the previous night, everything is safe and quiet now as it usually is in Gifu. The village seems like its old self, a place where a woman can go out and walk around by herself without any worries. Although the shadows are still far off, everyone, even Furutsugu, is working hard to keep the village safe. Which way should I go? Which way should we go? Doko desu ka? Okay, where are we going? Toshi Temple, maybe? I arrived at Toshi Temple. The place is completely still. The only movement is the flickering of the candle flames. When it's quiet like this, it's the perfect time to practice my swordsmanship. The blade of my sword sparkles in the moonlight. With each and every swing, I feel myself warm up. After a dozen swings, I hear a sound. I turn around to see Akifusa standing there. How long have you been standing there?
ついさっきです。姫様があまりにお美しい。いえいえ、熱心だったので、しばらく稽古の様子を眺めていました。珍しいですね。
He's about to
こんな
say
夜中に起き出して剣術の稽古など。
He's about to say she is beautiful, but I guess he's kind of shy about it. I mean, it's been a while since I played this, so I kind of forgot, but I think Akifusa is that type that, you know, like, I like her, but she's a princess. I'm just her knight, so like I have no right to fall in love with her, and that's sad. And I feel like they are stuck in a friend zone unless we play his route.
珍しいですね。こんな夜中に起き出して剣術の稽古。
Let me drink. I can't sleep. I thought I'd move around for a bit.
では、俺と同じですね。
Gosh, he's so cute. His smiling sprite is so cute. Look at him. Look at this face. This kawaii, beautiful, cute face. He flashes a smile. Although he seems to have matured so much recently, his smile hasn't changed at all. When he smiles, I see my old childhood friend. Oh my god, I'm sorry, Akifusa, we're gonna go with Gentoka this time. Please wait for your turn. It cheers me up a bit.
お恥ずかしい話ですが、実戦は初めてです。命をやり取りする場において、自分の技がどれほど通じるのか。
He stares down at the sword in his hand.
ですが、姫様が不安に思うことはありませんよ。俺が守ります。まあ、自分より弱い者に言われても頼りないかもしれませんが。
Don't be like that. I'm pretty sure you're stronger all on your own. You're wrong. Knowing you are with me gives me courage. Let's fight together for the village and the sword.
姫様
He looks at me. Illuminated by the faint, flickering light of the candles, he looks like a different person.
気持ちだけは姫様を守りたいという気持ちだけは誰にも負けませんから
Well, I can't choose between these guys. I mean, I know I love Gentoka to bits, but the other guys are just making me... Thank you, Akifusa. His words lift my spirit. Let's come back home alive. If necessary, I'll protect you. Oh, this is so cute.
姫様それでは役割が逆です
He speaks in a pitiful voice. However, there's a slight smile on his face when he says it. Oh, that's so cute. Heian Kyo. What is it? In the estate of the head of the imperial court, the regent Sadashige Fujiwara. In front of him, two pale-faced diviners are bowing low. These diviners act as both liaisons with the soldiers hunting Gentoka, and also are responsible directing the troops in their search for him. So, is he a bad guy? I think...
なるほど。幻冬花を取り押さえておきながら、みすみす逃げられたか。1000やった兵のうち500までやられて。
You know, I don't want to be judgmental, really. I mean, I didn't mean to judge, but this is the kind of face I would point out when I'm talking about arrogant villains. Or whatever am I talking about right now? I don't even know what I'm saying.
は誠に申し訳ありませぬ
まあいい。誰にでも失敗はあるものだ。これから償えばいい。表を上げろ。
At his command, they timidly look up. I know he's not going to forgive them. Before even he could speak a word, one of the diviner's heads flies through the air. Oh my gosh! As he watches the corpse fall to the ground, Sadashige slides his blade back into its sheath. The remaining diviner, scared for his life, gasps for air.
これで今回の償いとする。現地で指揮していた者の首も跳ねさせ、あと2000や別の者に統率させ、軍を再び編成し直せ。
What does he want from Gentoka? What do you think it is? He's so cruel. The diviner bows once again and quickly exits the room under the malicious gaze of Sadashige.
使えんやつらばかりだ。
Why don't you stand up on your own and look at him yourself? Look for him yourself. He mutters under his breath.
相変わらずお厳しいですな。そこそこ使える術師であったのに。
A man who resembles a priest entered the
どうな
room.
んか。先ほど石見の国より戻りましてございます。鬼はどうだった？まさしく世の終わりにふさわしいほどの暴れっぷりでしたよ。いやはやあれは凄まじいもんでした。朝廷が集められる全兵力をぶつけたとして勝てるか。
I don't think you could win.
控えめに言えば難しい。率直に言えば、まあいくら頭数合わせても勝てんですわ。あれ。よいよい、それくらいでちょうどいい。そうでなければ張り合いがないわ。
Are you nuts? Sadashige nods his head happily. What the heck? Hey, wait, but he is the bad guy, so I should have expected this. But still, like, the demon literally oh my god, that demon literally killed a lot of humans. Like, does he think that he's going to be forgiven, or he could control the demon or something? Like, I don't have any idea. For him to achieve his goals, the stronger the demon is, the better. What is his goal? I forgot.
幻冬家の件が残念な結果に終わったようですからな。おお、お前の耳にも届いておったか。まったく500も兵をやられて狐一匹捕らえておけんとは。
I mean, he's strong.
幻冬家を舐めてはいかんですな。あれはくせ者ですよ。1000なら全滅必至のところ半数で済んだというのは、おそらくあの狐はなるべく殺さずに戦おうとしたんでしょう。それゆえに捕まり、それゆえに手傷を負った。おお、それほどのものか。どうなん、お前でも手に負えんか。舐めてもらっちゃいけませんよ、摂政殿。鬼みてえな桁違いの化け物ならともかく、狐一匹、わし一人で十分です。
They're evil. Please don't do anything. Oh well, it's useless to hope that they won't hurt both Gentoka and Shiki because, you know, their target is Gentoka. So.
それにご存知で、幻冬家が逃げたのは気風の地ですぞ。どうやら玉頼姫の保護下に入ったようですな。ほう。うん、どうも。次はお前に行ってもらおう。玉頼姫と剣、そして幻冬家、どちらも手に入れて戻ってくるがいい。
What a greedy guy.
一切承知。その命を待っていたんですよ。
Just as he's about to leave the room, he suddenly remembers something and turns around.
そうだそうだ。大納言、秋篠の義景の手の者がこそこそと何かを嗅ぎ回ってると耳にしましたよ。秋篠家など没落の一途ではないか。たまたま大納言まで成り上がったとて、後ろ盾もなくこの朝廷で何ができよう。まあ足をすくわれぬよう気をつけてくださいよ。
We have so many enemies, the demons and then these two. Sadashige continues smiling after Doman exits his room. Doman has never failed him. Everything is going according to plan.
さあ、いよいよ始まりだな。
I don't like him, not one bit. He looks at a flickering candle and chuckles to himself. The next day, early evening, we are walking through the forest outside of Gifu. Gentoka, Kuso, Akifusa, Furutsugu, and I are out to fight the shadows. We have brought along with us 10 of Gifu's finest soldiers. 10 against many. Wow. Against the odds. Kuso is leading us along the spirit path, as he calls it. It is a path used by the local gods. Unable to be seen from the outside, this path should act as a shortcut to our destination. A perfect path to use for a surprise attack. In order to avoid detection by the enemy, we decide not to bring along a large number of soldiers. If they are anything like the other shadows, then our number should be enough to easily defeat them. Hopefully, I somehow doubt that. Because, you know, even, I mean, I know that Shiki was able to defeat one of them, but I don't think they could last long when there are many that goes against them, especially with the numbers that they had now. I can't help wondering just how much longer we have left to go. As we walk along the seemingly endless path, we are surrounded by the darkness of the night. Are we already off schedule? If someone told me that we were already lost and just walking in circles, I'd be inclined to believe it. Just as I'm going to ask how much longer we are going to walk on this path to Kuso.
この辺りだ。出るぞ。
出るぞ? Keluar? Going left. Then he goes off the path. I am no longer able to see him. Kuso?
心配はいらない。ただ外に出ただけだ。外からは見つからない道。内側からも外の様子はわからない。
Yeah, because they say this path is protected, right? That's why they choose this path for surprise attack. Nodding our heads, we follow his footsteps. What's going on? As soon as I step outside, I'm covered by a terrible feeling. It feels like icy hands are touching me all over, and my life is being slowly drained away. Maybe it's my imagination, but something's off.
いや、気のせいではないだろうね。君たちの言う影はそこにあるだけで、周囲の命をわずかずつだが吸うことが可能なようだった。
Is that so?
数十とはいえ、まとまった影がいることによって、周囲の気すら影響を受けているんだろう。なんとも気味の悪い系統だね。
Oh my gosh. What he just said makes these awful things feel even more unworldly.
姫様、やはりお戻りになられた方が。
Hey, don't even think about it. We're all in this together. There's no turning back now. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. With my words as a signal, we advance in a straight line. Then in between the snow-covered trees, I see a swaying blackness. It's the shadow. There must be around 30 of them.
思ったより多くはない。ここは待ち伏せるのが上等策だな。
Okay.
よし。気風の兵らは木々に隠れろ。ある程度前方に来たら合図する。全力で追いかけるんだ。
その後は僕たちも撃ってみる。
撃って。Got it.
シキ、平気なのか？
Yes, I promise I won't get in your way. I forgot to read it. The specially selected soldiers split up and hide among the trees. They all pick a tree to stand behind and ready their bows. We take our cover in the bush.
今のところ見つかっていないようだ。気配は変わらずこちらに向かっている。
The shadows slowly creep closer to where we are hiding. Oh my gosh. Within a minute or two, I'm able to make them out clearly. The way they shimmy along, they look like waves of heat. Their most distinct feature is their complete lack of contour. They certainly look different in shape from the night before, but they're essentially the same. The signal has not been given yet. I stay and wait, hardly able to breathe. They're only a few steps away from us. I hear a mysterious sound. It is not the blowing of the wind. Maybe it's their voices? As I'm thinking this, they draw closer and closer. Should we wait to draw it more? Or has he changed his mind about something? Instinctively, I search for Akifusha in the brush. Then, brush or bush? I think it's bush. Fire! Oh, fire. His sharp voices echo through the forest. Nice. The soldiers stand up between the trees, take aim, and unleash their arrows all at once. The arrows find their marks under the pale light of the moon. Arrow after arrow, the shadows fall as the soldiers keep shooting. The fallen shadows become motionless, and black smoke rises from their wounds. And then, without even having to move from our position, there is nothing left moving over the snow. Carefully monitoring our surroundings, we get up from the bush. See, it's bush. It's okay, don't worry. Is it over?
いや、まだだ。警戒を続けた方がいい。
Okay, darling. I nod my head to show my agreement and wait silently. The first to grow restless is Akifusa. He moves out from the bush to have a look at the fallen shadows.
大丈夫です。動く気配はありません。
We all get out from the bush and surround the shadows' fallen bodies. Perhaps keeping on the lookout, the soldiers stay in their position. Are they dead?
面様な見た目に反して、それほどのものではありませんね。
Don't underestimate them.
いや、秋房。それは奇襲がうまく成功したからこそだよ。本来の力がわからない以上、油断は禁物だ。
それはまあ、そうかもしれないが。それより、なんで急に呼び捨てなんだ
Like my mom. It's okay, right? You guys are friends now. The tension in the air instantly subsides. The tension in the air instantly subsides. Suddenly, Gentoka takes me in his arms, and we go flying backward through the air. What the heck? What happened? At the same time, right where I was standing, a large puff of black smoke pops into the air. What the?
敵だ。どうやらこっちが本体のようだな。
Kuso and Furutsugu jump back to avoid enemy fire as well. Akifusa is sitting on top of the snow, perhaps unable to move. In front of their eyes is a large force with maybe about 50 shadows coming right for them. They are at the side of us, over the trees. The soldiers ready their bows once again.
姫様方、どいてください。弓、構え。
The soldiers quickly reposition themselves according to their new orders.
放て。
Nice. Arrows whiz through the air, but the trees are in the way and most of them miss their mark. Only a few shadows are felt by the arrows. On the other hand, the shadows' attack grows in momentum and they weave through the trees after the soldiers. The shrieks and shouts do not pause for even a moment. These monstrously powerful shadows are making short work of our men. Hang on, everybody! Just as I start to run towards them, I hear a noise coming from behind me. Feeling an imminent sense of danger, I pull out my sword and turn around. Oh my god, there's so many of them. It's the shadows. The ones that we just defeated a few minutes ago. As if heeding some sort of call, more and more shadows pop out of the brush and trees. What the heck? They can call their friends.
囲まれた。
何？全員倒せばいいこと。
I like the fighting sprite. He's so handsome. Oh my gosh.
シキ、お前を守るためならいとわず戦う。
やれやれ、やるしかないよ。
I can look at all the sprites all day.
くそ、俺だってやってやる。
It does look as though there is only one thing to do. Is everyone okay? I go to help the fallen soldiers somehow or another. It seems no one has been badly hurt.
増票ども、貴様たちでは歯が立たん。悪いことは言わぬ。黙って後ろで見ていろ。我が妻よ、 お前が兵たちをまとめ下がらせろ。
Wagasumayo. My wife. Oh my gosh. I mean, don't you just felt weak when a love interest in otome game just called you Wagasumayo or my wife? Wow. Right. It's as he said. Once they became overwhelmed by the large numbers, the men lost their fighting spirit. If they stay here like this, they'll just be killed. I turn around to face the soldiers. Their once proud faces are now pale with fear. I'm going to get you out of here. Follow me. There's no time to hesitate. I look for an opening and plan our escape. There's one shadow in front of me who looks as though it has its sight on me. Oh my gosh. It raises its arm, heavy as a lock, in the air and quickly swings down. The arm snaps like a whip, extending towards me. It misses its mark. While leaping to the side, I pull out my sword and slice through its arm. Its black arm lands on the snow and smoke starts pouring from it. Without losing a bit of momentum, I grab my sword with both hands and rush at the shadow. And then, with all the might I can muster, I plunge my sword into its body. Hurry! I kick the body of my blade and turn towards the soldiers. The soldiers nod to each other, they drop their bows, pull out their swords and run towards me. It doesn't look like any shadows are coming for us. It seems that Gentoka and the rest have managed to draw them away from us. Right, this should do it. I lead the soldiers away from the battlefield. Scanning the area for danger and listening for any noises that aren't ours, we take a short rest. We should be safe here. Please wait. I give them this command and turn around.
待ってください。戦場に姫が一人でお戻りになるなど。
そうです。戻るなら我らも共に。
I really appreciate your concern. But if we go back there under these conditions, someone will surely get killed. Of course, it's only natural that death will occur during battle. But I don't want anyone to die senselessly. The first thing I need to do is go back to Gentoka and the others and see what we're up against. But I was hoping you all would stay here and secure this area. If worse comes to worse, we're going to have to fall back here. Please keep this place safe until then. With those departing remarks, I go back to the battlefield. I leave the soldiers behind and return to the fight. This normally quiet snow-covered forest is now filled with the sound of battle. There are so many enemies out there. Gentoka and the others are all separated, seemingly fighting their own battles. I should go help Gentoka, of course. We're going to play his throat. I'm here to help you, Gentoka.
シキ、無事だったか?
When he sees me, he shows a smile. Suddenly, a shadow appears behind him, swinging its large, bulky arms. Gentoka! Before my voice can even reach him, Gentoka nimbly sidesteps the blow. It's as though he has eyes in the back of his head. He then holds his hand over the shadow's head and a blue ball of flame appears in the palm of his hand. He throws it at the shadow and it bursts into flames. The shadow flies through the air, slams into a tree trunk and falls lifeless. That was...
いわゆる狐火。私は火を扱う術を得意とする。身の心配には及ばない。シキ。
But you were so injured 2 days ago.
傷が残っていてもこの程度は戦える。相手は生きてさえいないのなら遠慮もいらない。
Well, that's true. They're not even like, he's so handsome. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this beauty. Look at this CG. Oh my gosh, so handsome. Gentoka casts a countless number of those so-called spirit flames and surrounds his body with them. Is this the same man who was on the verge of death 2 days ago?
我が炎は闇をも焦がす。 灰も残さず燃え尽きろ。
燃え尽きろ。Oh. Blue tails of light follow behind each spirit flame. Whenever they touch a shadow, it instantly perishes in the flames. That's amazing! Abruptly, Gentoka stares at me. The spirit flames floating in his palms lifts his hand and flies in my direction. I'm so shocked my body stiffens and I can't react. Is it going to hit me? In that brief second, the ball of flame shoots by the side of my face. I hear a loud noise from behind me. When I turn around, there is a dead shadow.
怪我はないか、シキ。
No. Steadying my nerves, I grab my sword once again. I can just stand here and watch. I have to fight too. Go, Shiki! It seems we are always in charge of this battle. Each of us shows excellent skills. The shadows falls one by one to Gentoka's flames and Kuso's wind. Furutsugu combines swords and sorcery, which makes him able to keep up with Gentoka and Kuso. Akifusa and I find our strides as the fight goes on, killing numerous shadows between us. If we keep fighting like this, we'll win the battle without a single casualty. Just as I think that, a shriek suddenly echoes through the forest. When I turn around, there are two soldiers on the snow-covered ground. One is sitting upright and appears to be okay, but the other, all around his body, the snow is dyed red with his blood. Are they following after her? In front of them, one shadow is closing in. I stand there, wide-eyed in shock. What are they doing here? I told them not to come. The shadow raises its arm in front of the surviving soldier. Before I can even think about it, I react. I dash across the snow, leaving the main battlefield. Please let me be in time. I pray to myself. Before the shadow has the chance to land its blow, my blade reaches its target and it falls to the ground. It's alright, you're safe now. As I reassured the soldiers, I became aware of another shadow heading right for us. Oh no, another one? It's too late, I don't even have time to ready my sword. There's a shrill noise, the shadow's arms are drawing near. So this is where I die, or rather, where I can finally die. In the back of my mind, I can see the darkness of my childhood. I can finally die. I can finally atone for my sins. No way! Please don't! I mean, dying is not the way for you to atone for your sin. The words run through my head. I feel the force of the attack as it whips past me and snow flies in the air. But the attack is not directed at me. In front of me lies the corpse of my attacker. I'm still alive. Wondering what has happened, I firm my grip on my sword and wipe my eyes in snow dust. I look in front of me. And the last man has arrived. Look at him. Look at this beautiful creature. Oh, my second favorite guy here. I mean, he and Furutsugu is my second favorite guy here. Oh my god, so handsome. There's a man wielding a sword so large it defies logic. However, his well-toned body seems to handle the weapon with ease. He faces the shadows with fierce scowl on his face. He saved me. Thank you. He doesn't seem to hear me. I'm weak. Looking toward the shadows, he mutters the phrase under his breath. I can hear sadness in his voice. He closes his eyes for a moment and then opens them again. I feel an overwhelming sense of awe as I watch him. Oh boy.
救われたやつはまとめてかかってこい。
He sounds so manly. The shadows stop their assault and just look toward the mysterious stranger. Then, all at once, they rush into us. Without showing a trace of fear, the man who stands in front of me steadies his sword.
近江一族最後の生き残り、 コドノマエ押してまう。
Alright. Okay, so guys, oh wait. Okay, so that concludes today's episodes of Hiro no Kakera 4, Shirahana no Ori, or Scarlet Fate, Fragments of the Past. So we are now meet with the last love interest of this game, which is Kodonomae, the last member of the Omi clan, the clan of Great Snake. So in the next chapter we will know more about him, and after that we will see what lies beyond what lies in Gentoka's fruit and what surprise it will give for us. And yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos. See you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye.
しまうのでしょう